Hey, it's Chris Duncan here, and this is video number one in what I hope to be the start of a 100 video challenge. I'm inspired to do this because my journey this year has been anything but easy, and I wanted to start sharing a daily download. So I'm going to title it Chris Duncan's Daily Download, and I'm going to just start sharing and downloading what's going on for me and how I'm shifting and moving. So I wanted to start off today. Today's a special day, actually. 2 months ago, I was supposed to be speaking with Gary Vaynerchuk in Australia. I'd actually done the marketing for the event and done everything for it, but instead I was at a funeral, and I was at a funeral of my best friend, who was also my business partner, and his name was Mark Deason, and I love him so much and miss him every day. It's been a challenging 2 months since then, and I remember standing on the stage with him in a box next to me and sharing some things, not knowing whether or not I was actually going to be able to get our business back on track. We had heavily invested this year in a few big projects. Had some huge things coming out. We'd got ourselves and our business moving to a place where we're getting featured in a movie with Tony Robbins and the Dalai Lama, and that's still happening. But at the time, I wasn't sure if that was going to happen. I wasn't sure if the business would keep going. I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to get myself and my energy back on track. I mean, Dees and I had been best mates for at least the last 5 years and known each other for a lot longer than that. But for the last 5 years, we'd talked every single day and built businesses together, and our whole lives were so entwined. Nearly every single book, actually, that I'd ever read, Dees had told me to read. And it's very special to me, and it's been a big shift since. And so I'll share a little bit what happened since then to now. It's been a very big journey, and it's been up and down and up and down and up and down. So where am I at now? Well, right now I'm in Tahoe. I'm in on the California side, so Northern California, and we've got this amazing place. I've got a really nice car, and we're here. We've got our dog here, and Harriet's here. Everything's good. I've put on more weight than I've ever experienced to have on my body in the last 2 months, and I started this morning getting back into the gym and got a personal trainer and things like that. And the journey's been huge, everyone. It's been massive. I mean, to the first month, I basically didn't know what to do. We spent 3 weeks in New Zealand, having absolutely no concept or any idea what it is how we're going to get going. We were lucky enough to have some of our friends, and I remember, and this is such a big thing that happened, and what a gift it was. I'm sitting there next to this beautiful lake in my home country, New Zealand, and in that moment, because of what had happened, we ended up in hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. There's so much that goes on that you don't expect to happen when a business partner dies, and we weren't able to deliver on a bunch of things and had to refund a whole heap of things. Anyway, it wasn't a fun place to be in. So I found myself in this place where my business went from here to well down. Uh, as a two times number one best-selling author and international speaker on business, there I was, sitting next to this lake, thinking to myself, I've completely failed. And I didn't have any real ambition to. At that moment, I thought, I might not even start up again. I might not even keep going. I might just go get a job, or I might just relax and do nothing. I mean, it was pretty relaxing. But in that moment, I got the biggest gift, and I realized that with none of my doing, I mean, Dees was tragically killed in a motorcycle accident and was just left like that. 12 hours before I was talking to him, then he was gone. And so none of my doing, and this business had decided to to go from here to here, and here I am just completely stuck. And I realized in that moment that, number one, I couldn't control things. It doesn't even matter. You can do everything right, and even if you do it all right, things can still go wrong. I realized the second thing. I realized how little we truly matter in the end of it. And I'd spent so long thinking I mattered so much, thinking that it was me that was, some special or some amazing entrepreneur to do something that others hadn't done, or I knew things that others didn't. Truth is, I know things the same that many other people know. One thing that's good about me is I take action on it. And I realized in that moment, being completely, in my eyes, a failure in business, and really, with all sorts of interesting emotions, sadness, anger, hurt, frustration, everything. I literally was in such a stuck position. I realized that I didn't have anywhere else to go. I said to myself, I remember going, this is the worst I can ever be, and I think it will be. I don't think it's ever going to get worse than losing my best friend on the planet, and having him not be on the planet, also my mentor and my business partner, and having a financial stress, emotional stress, heartache, all at the same time was crazy. But I got this one big thing, and it was that it doesn't really matter, and just let go of it all. And as soon as I let go of it all this huge thing that I had to be, and I had to be someone, and I had to do all these amazing big things, and it wasn't okay to fail, and all these things. When I said, you know what, I'm just here, and this is the worst it's going to be, and nothing that I actually go and do matters that much. I always hear, like, you leave a legacy, do these things. Well, in 2,000-3,000 years, I don't know how much they're going to actually remember us, truthfully. So I thought to myself, well, nothing really matters, so what matters? And that was when this got this huge download, and it was just that what really matters is what matters. I said again, what really matters is what matters. And the universe just said to me, just find out what matters, and that's what matters. And so I'm sitting there and I go, well, what really matters? I mean, I could just sit here and, drink beers by this beautiful lake and I could be happy. But what really matters to me? What really matters? And I started writing it down and thinking to myself, what matters? And I realized what truly mattered to me was I love making a difference. And I love helping people, and I love starting business. I love my family, and I love being together, and I love doing things. And I love being the example of what's possible. And so I decided that we're gonna get this back on track. We didn't know where we were going to go. We ended up in Tahoe. Mainly, it's quite funny. Mainly for two reasons. Number one, Joe Bricky, another business partner of mine who's been so amazing, lives close to Tahoe, and also our dog was staying with him. So our puppy was on the other side of the planet. We had to go and get her. So we ended up here, and that was about 5 weeks ago from now. And these 5 weeks have been amazing. I'm going to share more of it on my video tomorrow, I think. But we have gone from debt to create a whole new business, and a brand new business. And this business is doing, multiple thousands a month in profit. And it's been fantastic. And I completely just engaged myself in my work, and so much so that I ate so much of the wrong foods that I've actually put on over the 2 months, put on a bunch of weight, which is going to be fun to get rid of, donate back to the universe. But we got our business back on track, we got our life back on track, and now we're here standing in Tahoe where we are, and it's been such a journey, and I'm just so excited about what's coming next. And I was compelled, I guess, to start this video series, not just to talk about business, but talk about life, and to let you all know that I'm human as well, and things sometimes it's not even your fault, and it's completely out of your control, and it's in those moments that you're going to find out what really matters to you, and what's going to actually take shape and take form for you. So this is the start of me stepping into my truth and stepping into just sharing a little bit of insights with you. So this was video number 1. I've set a goal to do 100 videos and share with you the journey and how it happens. So anyway, I hope you got something from this, and I look forward to talking to you in the next video tomorrow. So keep smiling out there, keep doing what matters most to you, and lots of love. Have an amazing day, and I guess I'll talk to you tomorrow or something. Okay, bye.